Have you ever felt like life is passing you by? You're not alone. Studies show that the average person spends about 47% of their waking hours lost in thought. That means nearly half of your day is spent somewhere other than where you are. Think about it. If you work an 8-hour day, that's 4 hours spent drifting in your mind instead of living in the moment. Here's another shocking fact. A study from the University of California found that every time we're distracted, it takes around 23 minutes to regain focus. That's time you could be using to chase your dreams, connect with loved ones, or simply enjoy a sunny day. Mindlessness is a silent thief, stealing precious moments from your life and leaving behind stress, anxiety, and missed opportunities. But what if I told you that being present can completely change your life? In this video, we'll explore the hidden costs of not being mindful and how it impacts your happiness, relationships, and goals. We'll dive into surprising strategies to reclaim your presence and the simple practices that can help you wake up to the beauty of the here and now. So, if you're ready to break free from the grip of distractions and start living more fully, stick around. Your journey to mindfulness starts here. Chapter 1: The Mindful Mirage. What are you really missing? When was the last time you were truly present? Many of us think we're in the moment, but in reality, we're caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts, plans for tomorrow, memories of yesterday. This is what I like to call the mindful mirage. You think you're engaged, but your mind is miles away. What's the cost of this? You might not notice it at first, but missing out on the present moment can add up over time. Studies have shown that people spend nearly 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they're doing. That's almost half of your day. This constant daydreaming not only reduces productivity, but also steals moments of happiness. One study from Harvard even found that a wandering mind is an unhappy mind. When you're not present, you miss the subtle beauty of life. Think of all the little moments that go unnoticed: a child's laugh, the warmth of the sun on your skin, or the simple joy of sipping coffee. By letting your mind drift, you lose these tiny treasures. So, how do we break out of this mirage? Start small. Try a technique called anchoring. Choose something simple, a sound, a texture, or even your breath, and use it as a mental anchor to bring yourself back whenever you start to drift. Over time, this practice can help you see through the mindful mirage and reconnect with the now. Chapter 2: Emotional Baggage. The weight of unattended feelings. Unresolved emotions can weigh us down, whether we realize it or not. Ignoring these feelings while we juggle distractions may seem harmless, but the emotional baggage we carry builds up. It doesn't just sit quietly, it festers. Think of it like packing a suitcase with unaddressed emotions. Eventually, it bursts open when you least expect it. According to psychologist Dr. Guy Winch, who specializes in emotional health, ignoring emotional pain is as damaging as ignoring physical pain. Left unaddressed, these feelings can manifest as stress, anxiety, or even depression. Emotional baggage has a sneaky way of spilling over into our relationships, work, and self-worth. One way to handle this is to practice emotional check-ins. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. Every day, pause and ask yourself, how am I really feeling right now? Acknowledge the emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. You don't need to fix everything on the spot, but labeling your feelings is the first step to letting them go. Research has shown that naming emotions can reduce their intensity. It's called affect labeling, and it's been proven to calm down the brain's emotional response. Another strategy is to practice mindful journaling. Spend 10 minutes writing about your thoughts and emotions without judgment. You might be surprised by how much clarity comes from simply putting pen to paper. By addressing your feelings in real time, you lighten the load before it becomes too heavy. Chapter 3: The Time Thief. How distraction steals your life away. We live in an age of constant distractions. Every ping, buzz, and notification pulls us away from the present moment. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day, and each of these interruptions steals time and focus. It's like a sneaky time thief that robs us without us even noticing. In a study by Rescue Time, it was found that most people spend over 3 hours a day on their phones, but here's the kicker, that time is often spent mindlessly scrolling. This doesn't just waste time, it chips away at our ability to concentrate and be present. The real cost here isn't just lost productivity. Distractions prevent us from experiencing life fully. We end up living on autopilot, reacting to whatever pops up instead of intentionally choosing our actions. The scary part? We don't even realize how much we're losing. Think about it, if you lose 3 hours every day to distractions, that's 1,095 hours a year. To fight back, try implementing focus blocks. Set aside specific times each day when you eliminate all distractions. Silence your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and focus on one task. This is called deep work, a concept popularized by Cal Newport in his book Deep Work. Newport argues that our ability to focus deeply is becoming increasingly rare and valuable in today's distracted world. Another helpful trick is the 2-minute rule. If you catch yourself reaching for your phone or getting sidetracked, tell yourself to wait 2 minutes before giving in. Most of the time, that tiny pause is enough to break the impulse and keep you on track. If you're finding this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Join our community to explore more tips on mindfulness and living fully in the present. Chapter 4: Silent Saboteurs: How Mindlessness Undermines Your Goals. Sometimes, the biggest enemy of progress isn't procrastination, it's mindlessness. It's easy to blame external distractions, but what about the subtle ways we sabotage ourselves? When we're not fully present, we miss out on crucial details, insights, and even opportunities that could move us closer to our goals. Research from the University of California, Irvine shows that after being interrupted, it takes an average of 23 minutes to get back into the flow of work. Imagine how much productivity you lose in a single day just from small distractions or mindless actions. It's no wonder goals feel out of reach when we can't focus long enough to make progress. One strategy to overcome this is intention setting. Before starting any task, pause for a few moments and ask yourself, what is my intention right now? By doing this, you shift from acting on autopilot to engaging with purpose. It's a small habit, but it creates a significant shift in mindset. According to James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, even tiny adjustments like this can lead to big results over time. Another technique is to break tasks into micro goals. Instead of tackling a big, overwhelming project, break it down into bite-sized steps. Harvard Business Review found that achieving small, incremental wins boosts motivation and increases productivity. When you're present and mindful of each small step, you're more likely to maintain focus and momentum. Chapter 5: The Ripple Effect: How Your Presence Affects Others. We often think mindfulness is a personal practice, but its impact extends far beyond ourselves. When you're fully present, you're not just improving your own life, you're influencing the lives of those around you. This is what I like to call the ripple effect. Your presence, or lack of it, has a direct impact on your relationships, whether you realize it or not. Have you ever tried to have a conversation with someone who's clearly not paying attention? It's frustrating, right? Studies have shown that genuine presence during communication improves relationships and fosters deeper connections. In fact, research from the University of Rochester found that people who practice mindfulness have stronger and more satisfying relationships. To create this ripple effect, try practicing active listening. This means listening without planning your response, interrupting, or letting your mind wander. It's a simple shift, but it makes a world of difference. When you listen actively, you not only understand the other person better, but you also make them feel seen and heard. Another strategy to amplify the ripple effect is to create mindful moments with loved ones. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Something as simple as putting away your phone during dinner or making eye contact during a conversation can deepen your connection. When you're fully present with others, it encourages them to be more present too. If you enjoyed this video and found the strategies helpful, Make sure to subscribe for more tips on mindfulness and how to lead a more present life. Join our community and let's grow together.